Everyone, Scott Weaver with Air Gunner Reviews. So back in June of 2022, I purchased my second AEA Defender, and this one came from Aries Air Gun Tactical. You were to put the regular barrels in here like this, they will both fire at one time. So they will not alternate the top chamber going off and then pulling the trigger secondly, and the second barrel will fire. That does not happen. Both of them firing at the same time. Now that does not happen when you use the arrows. The arrows will fire one at a time as they should. So I reached out to Zachary Matthews at Air Gun Tactical, and he told me the reason why that is because the newer ones have a larger firing pin in them, and because of that, the barrels, because it takes so much more pressure to shoot a pellet out, because they're like 81 grain and these things weigh hardly anything, there's back pressure, and the back pressure will fire both of these pins at one time. They vibrate. So as the firing pin strikes, the pressure from it makes these two bounce, and both of the pellets will come out at the same time. And he was aware of that when I contacted him, and I asked him for replacements, and he had to make them because he just had realized that the manufacturer had started making these pins larger. He had no idea at the time, and he was having produced, and this is now September 13th, 2022, and I just received the new firing pins. So if you have purchased this generation, the second generation AEA, there may be a chance that it will not fire the barrels. Now there's a plus and minuses to this, because with the pins being much larger and those holes being much larger, let me tell you, this thing fires much harder than the first generation because of that. So if you're only using the arrows, do not replace them, because you are getting something that is firing much harder. And the reason why that is because the smaller firing pin is putting a small hole in here, and the air is escaping a little bit slower than the larger pin. When the larger pin hits this, it's ripping this disc, the burst disc, open much larger hole, and it seems to the air comes out much faster, creating more power. Now, I don't have anything to back that up other than the fact that when I fired this, both with the pellets, and they both came out, it came out like hell. And so did these darts, versus my first generation, it seemed to be much more powerful. But having said that, I do not like using these arrows. They just don't, have them sticking out of the gun. I just don't really care for it. So I'm going to show you the difference, a couple differences between the first generation and the second generation, so you'll understand what which one you may have. So if you have the first generation and you're still using arrows and you don't know, this one has the rubber grip on it. It also has the AEA precision right on here writing, and there's a warning label on here. If you have that, then it's a good chance you don't have to worry. If you're using the barrels, that's fine. The second generation, you'll notice that there is no AEA writing on it, there's no warning on it, and there is no rubber grip. However, you can buy a rubber grip that fits over it, and to be honest with you, for taking this gun apart, it is better not to have this grip on, and there are times you may have to take it apart if you've used too large of a pellet and you've jammed your trigger where it no longer fires, then there will be a need to take it apart. So there's definitely a need for buying a separate grip. That's not a factor. Now I'm going to tell you how you can determine which ones you have. And let me just take this barrel off. Okay. So that's what it looks like in here. This is a 2.5 millimeter going in here, and if you can see that, let me point it this way. There's still plenty of room inside here. So if you can take a 2.5 millimeter and you've got plenty of room, like inside that hole, then most likely you have the larger pin, and a barrel, shooting barrels is not an option at all. Because also what I've had, I did fire it a couple of times, and what happened is the trigger did jam eventually by firing, because the double shot did jam. It's an easy fix when a trigger jams, but it did. This one being the first generation here, a 2.5 millimeter will not fit inside that hole. It comes close, but there's no space in there at all. A 1.5 millimeter will fit inside the hole pretty good, but a 2.5 millimeter, if it does not fit in here, of course this is the wrong type to use. You should be using the one like this to show you, but definitely a 2.5 will not fit quite inside that hole, where a 2.5, if your pins are much larger, will fit in there with room to spare. So that is how you can determine which one you have. So we're going to take this apart here, and I do have the new firing pins, which are considerably smaller, and here's my point. Maybe you can see this better. Okay, so when I put that in there, it really covers the whole thing in here. I don't know if you can quite see that because of what I'm using, but the 1.5 fits in good right here. That's how you can kind of tell which ones you have, and difference-wise, you can see how much bigger that is. Okay, so hopefully that'll be helpful for you. Put that one to a side. Be careful with the size of them. Okay, that one came out here, and check, because I think by watching somebody else's video, they're not all the same. This one is a longer one. You can see the difference. That one is much larger. So this one came from down here. That is another small one. And we have one more up at the top. And that's another long. This is a 2.5 millimeter. And this is where we have to be careful, because I believe there's a spring right here that you got to be careful of when you take it apart. Okay, there we go. And there is the spring right here. I've got to figure out how that goes back on. And here it is right here. So I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to touch this little guy right here, because that should be all set up. And basically these just sit in here. Oh, that sucker's in there. Interesting, one came out, one didn't want to come out. There we go. I've already done this, but it's not a bad idea to put a couple of drops of a silicone oil or some type of oil around here and in here. It's actually in the manual, so by doing it first before you put them in, you can, instead of having to fire it each time, you can push on that. And hopefully I didn't disturb. Try not to disturb this whole arm, because this, I believe, rotates, but I don't want to rotate it at all. Just want to leave it where it is. And now that's there. Now we got to put this thing back in here. So let's see, that fits in. Okay. Let's see if I can put it on this side here. So this fits into that groove like that. So I'm thinking it goes back in here. Okay, so that's what that looks like, if you can see it. That's what you have to be careful of if you're taking it apart. This time I think we got it. Okay, so in putting this back together, I want to get the screws in exactly where they're supposed to be. I actually had to watch this over just to make sure I have it. Okay, so this is the only one that is long, that is a 2.5 millimeter, and that is the one that's going in here. There's your orientation right there. Then you have two that are larger. You can tell that they are definitely longer than the little short ones here. Okay, so there's a long one that goes in here, and the other long one goes in here. And then the two short ones, one goes in here, and one goes in here. And then, of course, then we're gonna put our barrel back on after we screw that in. And that is just this guy right here. You do have to watch that little spring right there. I'm gonna look at that when I get there. Anyway, I'm gonna screw this back in and we'll check it out. So the final part of the assembly is just putting the barrel back on here. And you notice there's a little spring right here. See that little guy hanging out there? And so that has to fit inside this little groove right here. And that's fairly easy to do. You just kind of line it up, make sure it's in there. And you'll probably want to just hold it like this while you get everything back in. This is the little bolt that came out. Fits back in here. Like that. Gonna hold that for a second. Just line that up. And hopefully get that back on there. Okay. Well, you don't want to over tighten it. Never close the barrel. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to put a little Loctite on that, just so you don't lose that screw. Because you can't tighten it, overly tighten it, because it won't work. Next thing, check to make sure the safety works. And the safety does work. Seems to fire. One at a time, like it's supposed to. Lock and load.